Hey everybody. Okay, so where's my phone? Because I'm always having to check. I'm wearing a dress, and I'm wearing cool Saguaro leggings. All right, tonight is probably the least I've been prepared. I'm hot. I've been having technical difficulties. It's been crazy. I have to figure out a way to do cooking shows more effectively. Like if I'm cooking, that's fine. So I set it here. Here we go. Got to make sure you guys can hear me as per usual. Yep. Okay, we're good. All right, so I'm going to do the intro. Come back. We're going to do some interesting things today. We're going to make one easy chaffle, and we're also going to talk about bee pollen. Isn't that interesting? So here we go. Here's my little intro, and then I'll be back. Boom! Let's do this. All right. Well, hey, welcome back. I'm so sweaty. I'm just sweaty all the time. And I feel like I'm very large and in charge here in your face. But hey, today we're going to make chaffles, okay? And you don't have to be keto to enjoy chaffles, but they're pretty cool. So making chaffles and talking bee pollen. So in my little intro that I did earlier, it might have confused people. And you might have thought, what? Is she making chaffles with bee pollen? No, and I will tell you why later. You possibly could, but I cannot. I'm highly alert. I'm seriously alert. I have, okay, how do I say this? I have horrible allergies. And, but this has been helping me, so I will get into that later. So the information I got for the chaffles are from wholesomeyum.com. Okay, and it says, what do you want to do? So here are the things you need, okay? You're going to need a waffle. They always talk about a tiny little waffle iron. They have these like little mini ones that are round. But I got this one on Amazon last year, 2 years ago. I don't know. Hamilton Beach. Okay, it's not great, but I think it is. I mean, it's not like, whoa, fancy. I'm going to plug it in now because you need to preheat your waffle iron. Oops, and it doesn't have a very long cord, so I don't think you can see that it's orange. I think it turns green when it's ready. But basically for these chaffles, all you're going to need is cheese. So a lot of people make them with mozzarella cheese, which is interesting. I prefer sharp cheddar, and I forgot to get my cream cheese out, but you can make some cream cheese jalapeno ones. So I'm not going to make like all the different kinds of chaffles tonight because that would take too long. I'm going to make the most simple kind, and I think my recipe is right. I'm not sure. But the other thing is cool. I have my HD camera, so you should be seeing me better than you usually do. I don't know if that's a good thing. But I bought this during the pandemic because I had a different computer and then I messed it up and I have that wireless keyboard, but this one, and then it wasn't working, but now suddenly it is. So I was trying to look up and troubleshoot, and then suddenly, I plugged it in and it works. So Hey, everybody. I'm an HD, whether you like it or not. So, Tina says, hey, things do not have to be fancy or pricey to love. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Okay, so we're going to make chaffles. And basically, the recipe I think that you're going to need is 2 cups of cheese. And how do I know this is 2 cups? Well, because I grated it and I put them in 2 cups. That's why. And then you're going to need 1 egg. And what's cool is I like to buy these things. I don't know if I've shown them to you before, but awesome. These are like so cool for your eggs. I don't know why there's one of these things is not like the other. I don't know why it's in there. But this gives you more space in your fridge. And so it's awesome. So, okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw down, you guys. All right, so get yourself a bowl because you're fancy. And go ahead and put these the 2 cups in. And the reason, okay, so now here's the thing. I think you're going to have to modify if you only have the mini waffle maker. So then it would be, I guess you can't do 1 cup to a half an egg. Yeah, I guess I'm not as prepared. But this one makes 2 square waffles on each side. So I forgot to bring my plate out. So I'll show you. It's really cool. So here's my 2 cups of cheese. I'm going to go ahead and crack that egg in there. So some people don't like them eggy. I mean, if you're fancy and you have a KitchenAid mixer, whatever, go for it. But then you're just going to mix it up. And then see, now I'm thinking it's already the wrong mixture. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 eggs. I might even do more. The trick is the egg part, I think, because it makes it more like a... You can make these also with like coconut flour and stuff, which I'll talk about in a minute. So here I am. I'm mixing it up, okay? Now I have this cool HD camera on here. It might be a little heavier. So, all right. So I'm just mixing it up. And so it looks a little creamy. You see that? So it's just, that's 2 cups of cheese and 2 eggs. I can't decide if I should add another egg. If you guys are watching and you have an idea, maybe I should. I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add some egg yolk. What do you think of that? I'm just going to be fancy. And I'm going to add the egg yolk. If I had a dog, I would give him this. I'm going to wash my hands quickly. You can see my cool slippers, cool pants. All right, so so this is 2 eggs, 1 egg yolk, and 2 cups of cheese. And this looks pretty good, okay? So this has been heating up, and you can't really see it now, but I'll tell you that there's an orange light and there's a green light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with extra virgin olive oil. So you can buy this. You can buy any of these things anywhere, supermarket, Costco, Amazon, whatever. Spray it because you don't want it to, get icky or whatever. And then it's got such a short... now you can see it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a spatula. Okay, I'm going to pour it in here. So this is really easy because the cool thing is with Chaffles, you can use them. And then I grab the spatula because I'm going to spread it out. Do you see how I'm spreading it on here? It basically just looks like runny scrambled eggs. Okay, it might bleed over, I don't know, but whatever, it is what it is. And I did not do that very hard, okay? So basically it just kind of cooks for a bit, and then once it stops steaming, usually it's done. So I'll talk about this for a minute, okay? So you can use Chaffles for hamburger buns, you can use them for bread, you can use them for tacos. Can use it. It's kind of coming out the side, but you know me, I'm not perfect, right? What? Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but it's like falling outside. So what's really fun is that, like I said, you can do anything with it. I'm gonna save these for tomorrow because I have Green Chef meals to eat. But here's the thing: Chaffles basically are just cheese and cheese plus eggs equals waffles is what I meant to say. Basic ingredients, cheese and eggs, okay? So you can add different keto flours like almond and coconut if you want to, but you don't have to. And the Chaffles don't want to steam. Oh my God. You guys, I'm a disaster. I can't take this. This is ridiculous. Wait a minute. Whoops. Oh my God. See, I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. This is ridiculous. Okay, so I'm just going to use these old paper towels to clean it up. And I bet you it's still going to be a good chaffle, though. I'm just saying. And if it's not, whatever, I'll just use more cheese and more egg. But I created a disaster here. It's been a while since I made these. And one of the things I don't like to do is to do this ahead of time because actually more funny if I fuck it up. So whatever. I got to take this off. I got to comment. See? Shelly says, no, Shelly, I asked you for your recipe with cheese and egg. And she just gave me one without egg. So I would just winged it. Too much egg. Oh, well. So it's, I bet you it's still going to be good though. I'm just saying. Part of my problem is that I wait too long. I'm a last minute person. And so I was really having struggles with trying to find a place to actually set up the computer and stuff and like have you guys see everything. So whatever. I mean, listen, sometimes we get a little messy and that's okay because it still turns out really well, right? So, and Shelly, it's not your fault because it's my fault because I'm not prepared, but it's still going to turn out okay. I'm just saying, I just peeked at it. So whatever. So if you're a person who doesn't like eggs, then obviously you're not going to like this one, but it's fine. Okay. Let's see. It's done when the steam comes out. For the best crispy chaffles, use thicker batter. That doesn't count what I did. Let the chaffles cool if you want them less eggy, and then you can always reheat them. You can make them more crispy by spreading some cheese on the waffle iron or whatever it's called, and then put the mixture on and then put some more cheese on the top. And then if you don't have a waffle maker, you can make pancakes. Maybe they're called chancakes. I don't know. But if you take them out, if you make a bunch, like I'll put some recipes in here. Like I said, I'm making the easy one, and I'm actually probably making more of an omelet than a waffle. But I'll tell you, I have made chaffles before, and I've eaten it with, butter and maple syrup, and it's pretty delish, I'm just making a mess here. Let's see what else we have to say over here. And then I'll talk about the bee pollen and we'll be done. Comments. All right. Oh, she says it will be great. Thanks. This is Shelly. We do that all the time with the waffles. I always just put napkins under the waffle maker. Yeah, you know what? I totally should do that. And then she says, LOL, pancakes. I know. I should have planned ahead, but you know me. It's more interesting, although when it's not. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. I might have to cook them a little longer since I messed them up a little bit. Oh, but look at. Oh. And I think I need to get something to pick it up with a little bit. So is it sticking to the pan? No. No, but I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. And I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer. No, sorry. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer. I don't really see any steam at all. So ta-da! Okay, but it's gonna be just fine. It's gonna be just fine. So now we're gonna move on to bee pollen in a few seconds, minutes, whatever. I'll take the chaffle out and show it to you. I'm just saying. Okay, so bee pollen. This is interesting. I got this information on bee pollen. What's the deal? Okay. Well, basically, it's a mixture of bee secretions, honey, enzymes, wax, and flower pollen. So I read something where it's like their saliva or whatever, but who cares? Okay. Benefits of bee pollen. I got it from Medical News Today. All right. So here it is. I got mine from a local honey place. Okay. And it's called Sun Valley Bees or Sun Valley Bees, raw and unfiltered. So that's what you want. So every day, I got this a long time ago, and thankfully I read up on it. And some of them say, hey, start with a half a teaspoon and move up to a whole teaspoon. This is what I take every day. So you're going to see this. Do you see these 3 kernels? Just 3. And I put them under my tongue. I'm not going to do it now because I did it this morning. And I let it sit there. And the funny thing is, I decided, I was talking with a friend. Okay, hang on. Time out. We're going to check the chaffle. What? All right. Oh, look at it. It looks good. It's like dark. It's a little thin, but that's okay. All right. And then this doesn't really turn off. Like, I'm going to have to spend some time cleaning this sucker tonight. I know you're loving my pink Croc slippers, aren't you? These are my favorite slippers. All right, so I'm gonna have to spend some time cleaning it tonight. I'll leave it open, and I'm gonna, whoops, or maybe not, unplug it. I don't know why there's not an on-off button, but check it out, guys. It actually looks really good. I see a comment there. I mean, come on, it's ridiculous. And so let them sit to be less eggy, but you can use these as a sandwich bread thing, sandwich holder, something. You can use them just as regular waffles. You can, like I said, you can even make like, there's an everything bagel recipe. There's all kinds of recipes, and there's like jalapeno popper, jalapeno popper cheese one with that's with the cream cheese. It's really good. So maybe I'll make some and throw it in here. Tina says, yum. Yes, exactly. And Shelly says, looks amazing. I know, too much egg, but you know, stick with it. It'll turn out just fine. There's some other ones with, so you can fold it. There, you can use it as a hamburger bun. There's some other ones where you can mix it with certain flour, cornstarch, psyllium husk or whatever that's called also. And they're actually like regular waffles, but they're still keto and stuff. So like my deal isn't always keto. I go back and forth with like doing really, really well on keto and then kind of not doing as well, but I still eat gluten-free. So what I love about the keto diet is that it's gluten-free. Okay. So we stopped in the middle of that. So bee pollen, it's very good. Okay. So it looks like this, and it's like a bunch of different colors. If you can see, it's like orange and yellow and kind of grayish and whatever. And I dropped it, but I keep this in the freezer only because I only do 3 a day. So people have tried honey. I kind of tried honey before, but honey, first of all, has a lot of sugar. So if you really are trying to do keto and stuff, it's not good. If you're doing bee pollen, there's just a minimal amount of sugar, especially if you're only doing 3 little pods, you know? So I decided when I was talking to a friend, because my allergies are so bad, and I've talked about it a million times on here, so I know you know I have them and whatnot. But there are times that they're so bad that I'm almost in tears, and it's just so uncomfortable, and I'm just so itchy, and my eyes are itching and watering, and my nose is itching and stuffy, and I was doing nasal spray a lot, and my throat hurts and all that stuff. And so I was talking with a friend, and she suggested, I was like, because I used to do the honey, I'll try it. So I did. And I've been doing it since, I don't know, I'm going to say March or April maybe. And I started out, I read on it, and thankfully I went with a lesser dose because my allergies are so bad. And then, so there are some warnings here also. But I started with 2, and then the next week I went to 4. So like I said, sublingually under my tongue. And then I went to 6, and then I went to 8. And then I did 8 like one day, and then another day I did 8. And then I was meeting my sister, and my tongue, my whole throat turned like this red, like fiery red. And this is like so strange. It's going to sound funny, but my uvula swelled. I was super, super itchy, my ears and my eyes, everything. And it was weird. And so I went and got Sudafed, and it was gone within like a few hours. And then I tried to do like maybe 4 or 5, and I lost my voice like right after, like it's so strange. But in the same respect, it's working. I know it's working because of that. Because what allergy shots do, which I used to take, is inject you with what you're allergic to. And so I thought, well, this is natural, and I'm working on being holistically healthy because I don't want to take anything. And so I went back down to 2, and I've been doing 3 now. I don't care if it takes me 5 years. The awesome thing is that I can walk outside now, walk and run, and I don't have the symptoms. I mean, I have my days. Like I haven't been taking, I've been taking allergy medicine consistently for about 15 years at least, and trying all different ones. I have a prescription one now. But I'm not taking it every day. I mean, I'm probably taking it if I get a little itchy, because you can always tell my hand starts itching or something. There's something going on. I'll take an allergy pill, and it's maybe once or twice a week right now. So I got out and ran. I started my couch to 5K again. Started over, but whatever. And I'm feeling so much better. It's not perfect by any means, but it's getting better and better. And so it's just something if you want to try this, start with 2, start with 1, start with 2 under your tongue. And listen, if I touch my tongue, like if I put it sublingually and I touch it with my tongue, I'll get a bump and a swollen tongue. Or if I touch it to my lip, this big lip will get even bigger. So it's kind of weird, but it's great. And so there's some benefits to it. There's like a blah, 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 a bunch of stuff using bee products to benefit health, as in apitherapy. So what is that? Did I look that up? I think I looked it up. It contains many active compounds that have antioxidants, antimicrobial, and anti-inflammatory properties. So if you're someone who's working out and stuff, that's amazing. Swollen joints and stuff. Hello. I looked up antimicrobial. I guess I didn't put it on here. It contains antioxidants, vitamins, and other compounds. It may reduce damage in the cells from free radicals or stress, yada, yada. It could regulate your immune system, promote wound healing, protect against heart disease. I mean, those are just the thing. It may also protect cells from damage due to UV light from the sun. Hello, Irish Icelandic people like me. We need this kind of thing, right? Did I put that? Okay, I guess I didn't do it. There are some side effects. Okay. If you are allergic to bee stings, do not take bee pollen. Make sure you check with your doctor first. It could interact with some medications. And if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you may want to avoid it. I don't know why, but that's the deal. So I've got a comment. Shelley says, should it be local? Yes, that's a very good question. I guess I didn't say that. I'm very sorry. It should always be local. So I think about this when I go out of town for like maybe 3 days to 5 days. I take not this whole thing with me, but I'll take some with me. And it's funny because I'll come from Arizona and I'll go to a community, like a place with high humidity. And then these are all of a sudden soft. So I kind of have to be careful, pour them out and kind of be careful with them, because I'm still going to take these when I'm in another environment just to keep building up my immunities to it here. Now, if I was going to be in another place for a long time, like say I was going to go visit Shelley in Texas, I'd probably go to a local place, look it up. And basically the only thing I did was I went to Google Maps. I typed in bee pollen and a bunch of places came up. And this place is not too far from me. Sun Valley Bees. I'll probably put their website in here for you, Arizona peeps, Phoenix peeps. I think you need to go so far as, like, I live in Phoenix, but if you're living in Tucson, you need to get a different kind. Okay. So that's what helps you, is it has to be local. So if I was, because like every time I would go to Canada this summer, my allergies wouldn't be as bad. And so you can move anywhere, and I think it's going to be okay for 3 to 5 years, and then your allergies are going to catch up with you. So there are a lot of benefits to it. Like I said, the anti-inflammatory and some other stuff. So even if you don't have allergies, it might be a good idea. Take 2 a day. Some people use it and they put it in their yogurt, they put it in a shake or whatever. But if I'm only using 2 to 3, I'd rather just do it in the morning, first thing, be done with it, and just kind of gauge how my day goes, So I hope you guys had a great time tonight. I turned a potentially disastrous truffle into an okay truffle. And we talked about bee pollen, which they don't have anything to do with each other, but that's okay. So, as always, guys, Tina says, one more thing. I should check into this for my oldest. He's taking 2 allergy pills a day. Even will add a nose spray sometimes. Yes, his allergies get so bad at times he has lost his hearing. Yes. So I have never lost my hearing, Tina, but definitely check into that, because my allergies are so bad. Like, I was going to move to the tundra because there's no vegetation. So Bob asks, is it only in granular form? Well, I'm not sure, actually. Bee pollen, I would think, is only in granular form, because what they do is their little legs, they do all the things, and the saliva, whatever they do, and they like rub it together, and it makes these little balls, and I don't know where they go. I should probably check into that more. But you could try honey. I mean, you could try honey first. My friend Danny had mentioned something in the first post I put up, which I always delete because then there's 2 videos. So we're just going with this one. But she said, I usually do honey and it's not really working this year. So in my head, this is more concentrated. It's a hell of a lot cheaper. You don't have to eat all the sugar. Because if, like, let's just say a tablespoon of honey contains 16 grams of sugar, 3 tiny little pellets are not going to contain that much sugar. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think it has it on here. Calories, they have about 60 calories. Serving size is a tablespoon. There's 17 carbs and 16 sugars in a tablespoon. But the thing that I'm doing is I'm not worrying about that because I need to feel better with my allergies and stuff, you know? So, hey, guys, I hope you had a good time. I'm going to go ahead and sign out, and I'll see you next week. And Shelly, I'm talking to Shelly about being a guest host also and having her cook or something because she's like keto superstar, you know? So have a great night. As always, peace and love. Thanks for dealing with my shenanigans, and I'll see you next week. And I also have my panel of ladies. Heather Bennett is going to host this month. Okay, so Tina says, share some recipes, please, and thank you. I will, my friend. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bob says, okay, sorry. Thanks. I'm signing out, but thanks for chatting with me, guys. Okay, whoa, I'll see you later.